How are you today? I know I was bad. I did not do any reminders that I was going live, but you know what? I come live almost every Wednesday morning, so um I hope you find me. Uh but anyway, I am just going to go ahead and dive right in. It is Wednesday. It is the first Wednesday after Halloween, the start of the holiday season. And, a lot of people do Halloween up really big. And now it's time to put that away, uh, continue with your fall scheme. But right on its heels is Christmas. Christmas. It is only two, let's see, 6 months away. Not 6 months, 6 weeks. Not even six, uh, about 2 months. Okay. I am not very good at math. But anyway, we are here and we are live. And what are we? So we just let me back up. My brain is always thinking faster than my tongue speaks, and it just starts going back and forth. So last month we talked about different aspects about travel, and you were fabulous at sending me pictures and sharing some of your adventures this last year around the world. And I really, really appreciate that. And I really got some really great responses back from that. People enjoyed that. So we're into a new month. Today's only November the 2nd, but it is time. We are going to start entering into the holiday season. And I don't know about you, but I just feel like I get to a point and I start to panic and I feel like I have to do everything at once. Well, we're going to try to go away from that a little bit and get away from that. Just want to put something up. Um, we're going to get a little bit away from that this year, and we can do this journey together. Uh, and it starts today or tomorrow. And what could that be? That could be things that we dread the most. One thing my dad and my mother instilled in us growing up was go ahead and get your stuff done so that we can move on to do the things we want to do. So, what are some of the things that you don't like to do getting ready for the holidays? For some people, it's just the simple fact of a shopping. Some people, it's cleaning. Uh, Even just the thought of having to, I hate to say it, but the simple fact of having to get around other people. But we're not going there because here at Weezy, we love you and we love people. I'm just going to check the chat real quick. If you're just coming in, come in, say hi, so I know you're there, and where you're from, because I love to know that I have somebody that I'm talking to, and if I'm talking about that, please don't run away because I can't see you. And you're not going to be seen on camera, um, but I just like to know that I have somebody to talk to. And so, anyway, back on track of what we're going to talk about this month. November's theme. Ta-da! Getting ready for the holidays. So, like I said, there's things that we like and we don't like about the holidays. Tell me something that you do like about prepping for the holidays. Leave those into the chat. Um, but today, I'm going to talk about something that I think um, all of us probably don't like to do, but it's a necessary thing to do. And that is organizing the house for the holidays. Um, it's so we are going to go ahead and today we're going to talk about some cleaning tips and some ways to declutter, things to do to start organizing things so that your house just feels more peaceful, because it is a known fact that if you go ahead and you get your house organized, it takes the angst out of things, because now you know where to find things. Things aren't a crazy mess. You don't have pockets of clutter. And you know what that when you take care of all that, you know what that brings into your life? Peace. Who doesn't want peace for the holidays? So, that is what we're going to talk about today. I am going to say I did think of the idea on my own, but I did go out and I found some support materials. So, I found an article in Southern Living. And so, some of the ideas that I'm coming up with today are from that article. And if you just give me a minute, I want to pull up that art- article so that I can share it with you. I was up here and I got organized, but I didn't organize enough. But that's just what happens with live TV, or yeah, live TV, live video. Um, so back over here to Restream, and I'm going to chat before I go on. If you're just joining me, please say hi in the chat so I know who I'm talking to. I love you, and I want to know who I'm talking with. Um, so we're going to start cleaning and organizing now, because, like I said, Halloween is over. So we have those things to put away. So the house is already in a little bit of disarray. And when you organize and you go to clean, you have to make a bigger mess before you can put it all back in order. And that doesn't, or sort what you want and get rid of what you don't. So anyway, I'm going to share my screen here, and voila, here we are on this. So 6 ways to declutter your home before the holidays. So this was, it goes right along to what I'm talking about. We conjure up these feelings of how wonderful the holidays are, but however, the anticipation, let alone the arrival of the holidays, can feel a little chaotic. So this is a great way that we can go ahead and start our um, fall cleaning. We kind of declutter and clean heavily in the fall and again in the spring. Um, so, what are some of the things that we can do? I'm going to refer to this, and then I have some examples of showing some of this stuff when I talk. So, I'm going to be going back and forth um, here. But storing your summer clothes, as much as we say we a lot of people hate to say goodbye to summer and some of the fun clothes. Many of us are ready for some of the cooler weathers and moving on. But you really do need to take stock of what you have in your closet, in your drawers. And instead of putting it all away, take stock of what you have. What do you think you're not going to wear, or what didn't you wear this last year? Do you think you'll wear it again? My rule of thumb is if I haven't worn it 2 years in a row, it goes to it goes into the donation uh, basket. And I collect different things because, you can't get new if you're not getting rid of anything old. Or maybe you want to start the minimalist, just really size down to what you have. Just go ahead and get rid of those clothes that maybe don't fit. They might be a little frayed or faded, worn looking. Let's just go ahead and get those out, but then go ahead. Now, in this article, they say, use clear bins for your off-season clothes and decor. I can do that with my decor, but I am fortunate. I have enough room in my house that I have a dresser that I can keep things in, in my closet, and then the things I don't wanna wear, I have another dresser in my bedroom, and I take those and I just sort through and I put my things away in the drawer in the bedroom because I don't use that dresser very often. I want things in my closet so they're right at hand when I'm getting dressed. Um, I know, I'm fortunate. I have a walk-in closet. Not everybody has that luxury, but that's one way to do it. Um, I'm going to stop sharing for just a moment. Go back over here. There we go. Um, but you can get the clear tubs. Um, these make nice little organizational things to put things in. These clear tubs, like small things, like if you had bathing suits or something like that. These can store those and shorts and tank tops very easily. They're no bigger than this, and you can put things into it. This one I have material in. Um, but anyway, you can store your stuff away in there, and then it just slides right into your closet, and it looks nice, neat, and organized. So there's tip number one. Um, so we're going to go back to sharing. Chrome tab. Um, cleaning your kitchen and stocking the spice cabinet. Very good idea because that's probably when we cook with the most spices is during the holidays. Go ahead and start start looking through some of your recipes, seeing what spices that you have and the ones that you were using last year. They probably have lost their flavor, their freshness. You want to get rid of them. Just go ahead, pull the trash bin up, and just get rid of them. Um, or if there is some scent left to them and you like those scents, go ahead and make like little potpourri satchels and put it around the house to make it smell good. Um, because we like to recycle and we don't like to waste things. Myself, cinnamon never goes to waste. But things like pumpkin pie spice and different things like that, um, I just don't use it that often. So what I really like to do is buy the spices that we do use in it and keep those in the thing instead of buying the container that just says pie spice. But anyways, we're talking about organizing. So just check your spices, your rosemary, your thyme, your sage. Those are all different, maybe more seasonal ingredients that you use. Make sure that they're still good and put them put them away. Um, and then they talk about deep cleaning your kitchen. So go ahead. I'm going to see something here. Nope. So here we are again. So I'm going to talk about these are two of I have favorite things that I like to use. Now you can go out and you can buy um, a good thing. Let me back up. We're going to talk about washing the cabinet face. And I have put out my Kanban board, and I'll bring that closer. So when you clean your kitchen, let's get the do's in there. Do's, you want to clean the baseboards, and you can clean your cabinet fronts. Those are things that you can go ahead and do now. Um, maybe take a rainy, cool day and clean your oven to start off with. But if you go ahead and do that now, those are intensive jobs. And I like this Mr. Clean Freak. It works on wood, it works on porcelain. I've even used it on granite, but you do with your granite and marble whatever you want. Um, I don't use it often there, but it even works on stainless steel. And then I like to use a good microfiber cloth because it's soft. But it really does get in there. And then the other thing that I didn't have to show you, magic erasers are fabulous for being able to get things done. Now, if you're really energetic, taking care of your wood, this is a great time to go ahead and give a nice drink of moisturizing oil into your wood furniture, your dining room tables, your cabinets, your other pieces of furniture. I did this with a bunch of furniture this last Sunday. I like Old English orange dusting spray, and it just I can see on some pieces of my antiques the furniture wants that. The wood wants that because and you can just see it just sink in and it's like I can almost hear the wood breathe going, "Oh, I feel so much better." It's just like when we put moisturizer on our skin. And if you're feeling a little off and you put it on, your skin thanks you. You can just feel the difference when you do something like that. Bathrooms are another thing, great time to organize. Um So I like to go and I have several of these kind of little acrylic holders that I can keep on top of the counters. And the thing is you put things, make it look pretty. Organize the things that you go to get a hold of all the time. Then I do have a drawer for makeup and some of my other toiletries that I use. And I like to categorize them in little baskets like this so that when I'm ready to use it, I don't have to keep shuffling through a drawer or a bag or something like that. I can put this up on my counter and quickly find like my mascara, um, eyeshadows, lipsticks, different things like that. I keep everything kind of organized in these little baskets. Um, but if you go through that, so in saying that, go ahead and one day, why go ahead, pull these things out. You're sitting watching television or something like that. Just go ahead, take them in the living room or wherever you watch TV or you're watching YouTube videos or something like that. Um, you're watching different things. It's a great way to get something done while you're enjoying some entertainment. Hey, Mary Cummings, I'm so glad you're here. She said, we added storage into the garage last year. Now all of our Christmas stuff is in the garage instead of the attic so that she can get to it when she wants it. That's another huge thing is having to wait on somebody. Um, she says, I do fall decorating, no Halloween, so I leave it up until Thanksgiving. Pack it up fall and start Christmas. Yep, that's exactly what I do too. But people with young kids, they just have a lot of fun, or a lot of people have fun. So we have to mention that. We may not do it, but it we're here for everybody. So it's fun to so just ideas out there. Um, but anyway, these are just some tips and tricks of things that we can start now. Pull out those things that look for your Christmas tags now. Look for your Christmas cards now. If you do Christmas cards, maybe you have a bunch that have been left over, a mishmash for years and years and years, and pull those out and maybe save a few bucks this year because we know, prices for things are so much higher, but sort through them. If you're not going to use them, go ahead and donate them because somebody else might like them. Go through your decorations. Um, when you get ready to start pulling out the things for Christmas after you've deep cleaned, start pulling out your decorations for Christmas. Um, and as you're putting away the things for fall, sort through them, see what's broken, see what has missing pieces, see if they can be reused. If they are totally demolished, throw them away. If you don't want to use them anymore, somebody else might for the next season. Go ahead, put those in the donation things. And like Mary said, find some place where you can store them because the people who are watching this, we're all getting older, so we don't need to be struggling with heavy boxes and having to try to pull down a heavy pull down attic because that's all I have in my house. I don't have any walk-ins. And some of the stuff I always have to wait until Barry's at home to go ahead and get started. So I love Mary's idea of they've organized it in the garage. They've put it into plastic tubs. Mary, do you have them labeled so that you know exactly what boxes that you're pulling down? Um, because that is another thing is to go ahead and grab that Sharpie. I have grab that Sharpie and write on the boxes. If you don't want to write directly on the boxes, you can get peel and stick labels and put it on there. And then if you want to be really fancy, you can get the label makers and do all of that if you have time for that. Right now in my life, I don't have time for that. My husband sometimes wishes I did, particularly when it comes to spice containers, but I do this and a little bit of and right on my spice containers that I have, because I am going to do another little tip about spices. I do use Tupperware because it does keep the life of the spices longer than the containers that they come in. And I'm bad. I This is a Sharpie, but I use a dry erase marker, and then when I'm done, I can take a magic sponge when I'm cleaning the container and wipe that off if I'm not going to be putting the same spice back in there. Um, and I'm cleaning it to store it. I can just take a magic eraser. Mr. Clean makes a great one. It's just not, and it's nothing but baking soda. So even if you don't have the magic sponge, take some baking soda and just put a little elbow grease into it and make a little paste on your damp cloth and go to it. What else do I have here? Those are the big things. But just to kind of keep you organized, here I have my Kanban board, or Kanban board. That's what it's really called. But I don't always pronounce everything right, so don't get on me because I've been like this my whole life, and I do try. Mary came back and answered. Most of my containers are clear, so I can see. I do my best to keep like items together. There you go. But she's organized, and a little organization, it just makes it so much easier. You must feel relief because it's like if you keep your like things together, it's just so easy to decorate. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to grab this Kanban board again, and let me shift here, bring this around so you can see all the way across. So all of this is of course, the time I bought this black board, it was 50 cents at the dollar store. So now it probably costs a full dollar. But anyways, I just put some index cards. Doing, done. I took some painter's tape that I had around the house to separate the columns. And then you can go to the dollar store, get these sticky notes, get a Sharpie, but it just kind of keeps you. I find to-do list, I do find the to-do list a little cumbersome because I have to check it off and then it gets all messy. With this, once I get to the done, I can put it over there if I need to see it. But once I'm done, it really can just go in the trash. But if I might see it for a couple days, but then when I'm done with the project, I just go ahead and I discard the post-it notes. Um, if there's things that you could change it to, you could even use this concept when you're buying things for the holidays. Talk about do your to-do list on here. You could do your uh, on this Kanban board. You could do buy, bought, and then do the assignments of who's cooking what. You know, this this concept can be used for so many things. You could keep track of Christmas presents, the people, and just make like little gridded off, and the people that you need to buy for, the things that they want, and then you can remove the tags as you get what they want. Um, and so so that helps with keeping your mind organized. So there's physical organization, but then there's things keeping things organized up here to help reduce the stress. And that let's go for that less stress holiday with the upcoming Thanksgiving and Christmas. And my very last tip is going to be go I think I started into this with the Christmas cards, wrapping papers, gift bags. Start sorting through those because I don't know about you, but I recycle gift bags. They've gotten so that they're expensive and I reuse them year after year, but there's so many but now after like 3 years, I if they're still in good shape, I donate them, but now's a good time to go through those and donate them somewhere, or if they've gotten pretty tattered, go ahead and if they can be recycled, recycle them. Same thing with gift wrap, or if you have grandchildren or children, they may be aging out of some of the wrapping papers that you have left from previous years. Um, I have such a small family that we hardly I buy wrapping paper maybe once every 5 years, and I kind of theme the wrapping paper to the person that I'm giving the gifts to. Um, so that I know right away where their stack of gifts are. B, I like to do that because I like to get something that is of their interest. So for me, it's a little act of love showing them, hey, I notice this is what you're into. So I'm going to give you this kind of wrapping paper um, or bags. But anyway, that gets old after a while. So put it out there in a bin so somebody else can use it, or ask your neighbors if they can use it. Donate it to charities that do big giveaways and stuff like that. Just different ideas. But if you're anything that's in your house and you're not going to use it, let's just go ahead and purge it because, you know, it's just going to collect. And these days, we just don't need all of that in our house. So I'm going to see if there's anything else in the chats. Nope. But anyways, those are my tips and tips for this week. If you have suggestions of what you would like me to talk about this month, I would love to hear them. Do you want to talk? Do you want me to make something? I can bake. I can bake something. Just give me some time so that I can get the ingredients. If you want me to do a demonstration, I will say if I do cooking or demonstrations, that's going to have to be a recorded video, but I'm fine with that. I don't have to come live here every week. Um, and then the last week of the month, I am going to it will be a recorded video because I'm going to be talking about Giving Tuesday for November. But I don't want this does not have to be all holiday centric. All of these ideas are just good ideas for life in general. But this is just a good time of going ahead and doing it because we're going to be pulling a lot of things out and having to put things away. So it's just kind of a natural order of things to go ahead and deep clean your home and get it decluttered and better organized. So let me know how you um, like this information. And if you don't catch it live, well, this video will be in today's email that comes out at 11:30. And if you don't get my email, go to my Weezy.today website and you can sign up right there. Oh, I got one more thing before I go. Mary had one more great idea. Um, this is how she recycles. She cuts up old Christmas cards to use for tags or plain gift bags. Um, and she has a thing about displaying her family pictures and grandkids. Yep, I I like to do that too. Um, so great tip, Mary. Great tip. So with all of that, if you like Wheezy and you like my lives, please share with your friends and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you always know when I'm going to go live. And I'm going to leave you with one more question. With this platform that I am using, um, you can either, I have a question. Did you like watching me on Facebook? Is it easier for you to find me on Facebook? I like to use YouTube because it makes it easier for me to share my videos. But on this platform, I can go live both places. Do you think that's a good idea to go live both places? So maybe the people who aren't used to YouTube can find me on Facebook and people who, um, and vice versa. You know, I just want to make it easy for people to find me. So, anyway, everybody, have a great week. We will see you next Tuesday. No, next Wednesday morning at 9:30. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.